Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the HCL Squash Indian Tour Delhi Leg 2026. At HCL, we believe in the power of sport, not just as a game, but a platform that inspires discipline, resilience, and excellence. Over the years, HCL has been proud to have partnered with the SRFI, the Squash Racket Federation of India, to lift squash to newer heights, nurture homegrown talent, and build champions for India. After spectacular showdowns starting from Jaipur and Mumbai, we shifted to Bangalore and Chennai. And after that, just last month, we had our tour in Ahmedabad as well. But now we shift our focus to the political heart, the national capital, and now the sporting powerhouse of the country with the semi-finals of the HCL Squash Indian Tour Delhi leg. Coming to you live from the iconic Shiv Nadar, deemed to be university as well. Well, over the last 3 days, 48 elite players from 5 different nations have battled it out here in Delhi, vying for pride, glory, and of course, those crucial world ranking points as well. And now, the competition narrows from here, as only 4 of the best remain in the men and the women's category as well. Results from the quarterfinals day, Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt defeated Yusuf Thani from Bahrain 3 games to love. Tanvi Khanna, seeded number 1 on this tour, defeated Sania Watts 3 games to love as well. At 1:30 p.m. we had an all-India battle between Rahul Betha against Suraj Chand, which was a grueling encounter as well, as Suraj Chand won that game 3 games to 2. Sevitra Kumar from Malaysia defeated Mona Tamir 3 games to love. Ayan Wazir Ali, the under-19 from India, defeated Yusuf El Sharif from Egypt 3 games to love as well. Malak Fatih then defeated Lojan Gohari 3 games to love in an all-Egypt encounter too. Ravindu Laksari, seeded number 1 on this tour in the men's category, defeated Gurveer Singh 3 games to love as well. Mena Walid then in the end defeated Fatima Zodi from Egypt 3 games to 2. Well, let us have a look at the action from quarterfinals day in this highlights package. Well, those were some breathtaking shots, and the intensity only ramps up from here. Here's whom we have lined up for the semi-finals today. In just a short while, we have Abdullah Hafiz taking on Suraj Chand, seeded number 3 on this tour. Then at 12:45 p.m. we have Tanvi Khanna, who's going to take on the Malaysian Sevitra Kumar. At 1:30 p.m. Ayan Wazir Ali takes on Ravindu Laksiri from Sri Lanka. And then finally at 2:15 p.m. with the last semi-final of the day, we have Malak Fatih, who takes on Mena Walid from Egypt as well. This prestigious tournament is hosted in partnership with the Squash Rackets Federation of India, with support from the Sports Authority of India and the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. I also wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our partners, ABTP Facility for Physical Excellence by Abhinav Bindra, Dunlop Flying, the UPSRA, and our venue partners, Shiv Nadar, deemed to be University. Watch the action live on HCL Enterprise and Squash India's YouTube channel as well. Over to my commentator Suraj for live action at Court 1.
Well, thank you very much, Vansh, for that. It simply is a massive day here. Good afternoon and welcome along to Delhi. We have arrived at the business end of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026. And today the tournament shifts into a different gear. This is semi-finals day in both the men's and the women's draw. And the stakes could not be any clearer. Well, all week long, we've watched players settle into conditions, navigate tricky early rounds, and survive physical quarterfinals. But today is different. Today is about nerve. Today is about control. And today is about earning the right to play for a title. There's something uniquely tense about semi-final day in squash. The draw has narrowed, the margins are thinner, the rallies are heavier, and suddenly the thought of a final is no longer distance. It is immediate, it is visible, and it is within reach. Well, the first semi-final up is going to be Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt taking on Suraj Chand from India, as both the semi-finalists had a different route to the semi-finals, with Abdullah Hafiz winning 3-0 against Yusuf Thani from Bahrain. As for Suraj Chand, he went through a 5-game thriller against Rahul Bhatia in his quarterfinals. That was a cracking game, one of the games of the quarterfinals yesterday. Today, renewed optimism, renewed energy, and an opportunity for one of these players to reach the finals of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026. Well, at the challenger low level, matches like this carry real weight. Ranking points at this stage are significant. A final appearance here just doesn't bring a trophy opportunity. It can reshape a player's calendar after alter their seeding and change the way the future tournaments unfold for them. One strong week can mean avoiding top seeds early on. It can mean direct entries instead of qualifying rounds. It can mean momentum that carries through an entire season. That's why you will see the urgency today. Not panic, urgency. There is a difference. The best semi-finalists understand how to manage that urgency. They do not rush points. They do not chase low percentage winners. They build. They apply pressure gradually. They trust their structure. And when the opportunity arises, they strike decisively. Well, we're about 5 minutes away from the start of the semi-finals. So strap in, folks. Enjoy your time. This is going to be a cracking semi-finals day. Once again, at the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour in partnership with Squash Rackets Federation of India, with support from Sports Authority of India and the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, and our partners for this tournament, ABTP Facility for Physical Excellence by Abhinav Bindra, Dunlop Flying, UP Squash Rackets Association of India, and our venue partner today, Shiv Nadar, deemed to be University, as the HCL PSA Challenger Tour 2026 winds down here in Delhi. It is semi-final time. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of the very first point here between Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt and Suraj Chand from India. So do stay tuned. And I'd like to welcome everyone watching live on either the Sport Vote app, the HCL Enterprise, or the Indian Squash YouTube channel. We thank you for your continued viewership and the support, and do enjoy the semi-final clash. Well, as the two semi-finalists are out there going through their final paces of the warm-up, the best semi-finalists understand how to manage urgency, isn't it? They do not rush those points. Low percentage winners, they kind of maybe let through, but in the semi-finals, it gets very, very tricky, doesn't it? Had enough time to now understand the court here in Delhi. Delhi's provided a compelling stage all week. Conditions here reward precision. Loose length gets punished. Anything short in the middle gets attacked. Players remain well adjusted, have found themselves in the semi-finals as they've learned the bounce, they found their pace, they figured out when to take the ball early and when to reset from the back of the court. And now that understanding will be tested under semi-final pressure. Make no mistake about it, this round exposes weaknesses. In earlier rounds, you might get away with a slow start. You might survive a dip in concentration. But in a semi-final against an opponent has also navigated 3 or 4 strong performances, those lapses can be decisive. Of course, at this stage of the tournament, fitness plays a crucial role as well. We are deep into the week, and even the straight game winners have accumulated quite a bit of court time. Those who have endured 5 game battles, such as Suraj Chand, are carrying invisible fatigue. It may not show in the first game, it may not show in the second, but by the third and fourth, you will begin to see it in the small details, the slightly delayed lunge, the marginally shorter length, and the extra breath before serving. Semi-final day often becomes a test of real physical discipline as much as technical skill. And then there is that mental dimension. At this level, most players have the shots. They are at the top of the game. Most players have that movement. But what separates finalists from semi-finalists is the clarity under pressure. When the score tightens at, say, 8-all, when a game ball appears, when a referee decision goes against you, can you reset instantly? Can you detach from emotion and return to your pattern? That composure is what we will be watching closely today. Something very powerful about playing a semi-final in a city like Delhi. The crowd understands intensity. They react to long rallies. They appreciate subtle holes in the front of the court, and the atmosphere adds another layer to the contest. For some players, it provides a lift. For others, it amplifies tension. Semi-finals where identity becomes important. Are you the aggressor front court player who shortens early? Or are you the patient grinder who trusts length and fitness? Or are you the tactician who adjusts mid-game and outthinks your opponent? Today, nobody abandons their identity. They lean into it. And across both draws, the men's and the women's, we have 4 matches that promise tactical depth and physical commitment. Every player left in this tournament has earned their place here, so there are no surprises at this stage, only contenders. And by the end of today, the tournament will feel smaller but heavier. 4 semi-finalists will become 2 finalists. 2 players in each draw will walk off knowing they are 1 match away from lifting the titles. Semi-finals do not crown champions, they reveal them though. So settle in, because this is where the week turns serious in the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026, coming to you live from Delhi. The Shiv Nadar deemed to be University, our venue partner today, in partnership with Squash Rackets Federation of India, with the support from the Sports Authority of India and the Ministry of Youth Affairs. We'd like to thank our partners as well, the ABTB Facility for Physical Excellence by Abhinav Bindra, Dunlop Flying, and the UP Squash Rackets Association of India, as the 2 semi-finalists have entered the battlefield here. Suraj Chand in the India blue kit, easily recognizable. As for Abdullah Hafiz, he'll be in white, and he's got a bit of a reach advantage in terms of length and height. He is a class player, and the way that he just dispatched of Yusuf Thani in this quarterfinals really was a thing of beauty. 3-0 on that occasion. Start here. They know they'll have to be very much on their best. Beautiful forehand there from Hafiz. And early on the defensive makes the movement into Hafiz. Abdullah will be looking to just be on that front foot. He is an aggressive player. Wants to take charge of the situations. Suraj will have to make sure that he tries to shorten his rallies too. An absolute fight, that thriller against Rajiv in the quarterfinals. An opportunity against the relatively fresher Abdullah Hafiz. Hafiz from Egypt. The quality runs deep. That talent pool is no joke. Because what you see from Egypt is something very, very special. They have embraced the sport like squash to an extent where players who are relative unknowns come out and can really surprise the masses. Special individuals, a lovely team culture, and that's why you see squash in Egypt blossoming in the manner which it has. What a terrific backhand that was from Abdullah Hafiz. Wow. There's not much backlip. He has just whipped that with the wrist. Play there from the Egyptian. Khan has not taken this contest lightly. He'll know that he's up against it. Suraj stands his ground. Doesn't allow Hafiz to go around him. So it's desperately needed. Just break that momentum slightly. Having a 2-4. And being drilled. And now opens up for the forehand. It's late there from Hafiz, but recovers well. Takes the initiative first. Who raises the intensity? This with great reach then forces the error. Every time Suraj Chand looks to build a little bit of momentum with back-to-back points, Abdullah Hafiz comes fighting back. Lengthy rallies. Going towards the Egyptian in the early stages. Something that Suraj Chand will have to pay close attention to. Oh, lovely change of direction there. Hafiz at full clip. Can't get there first. I'm definitely up for this. As I mentioned before, there's a considerable reach disadvantage for Suraj Chand. Can he use his low center of gravity to his advantage? Oh, it's brilliant there from Hafiz. A man of that size should not be able to get that low that quick. Such as the agility on display there from the Egyptian. 6-3 as he started this first game in really commanding fashion. He's kept Chand at arm's length throughout this first game. He used to look to push him and punish him there with the backhand drop shot. There is so much variety in Hafiz's game. Suraj Chand learning this firsthand. Doesn't have too much time to adjust though. Especially with a dominant first game such as this. He's so clever with his angles. Every shot feels so measured, so precise. So I'm getting a couple of decisions this way. And rightfully so. Holding his ground accurately and making sure that it's Abdullah who's having to go around him. Oh, it's just terrific pace there from the forehand of Abdullah Hafiz. Rip that backhand. Patient on this occasion. Power at the back of the court, and now looking to increase the tempo again with the backhand. Suraj Chand cannot cope when the pace is really amplified in the middle of the court here. There's no time to recover. He can take just one step, and having got there, can't get his racket with enough power to lift that over the tin. Abdullah Hafiz has just kept Suraj Chand at arm's length throughout this first game. He's been in total control here. 8-4 becomes 9-4 in real quick time. This is dangerous territory for the Indian here. More experience. Number 3 seed. Off as a slight favorite, but the way Abdullah Hafiz is playing, he's taking no reputations into account, just playing his natural game. Backhand that. Clever with the drop shot. Standing rally this. Patient, rips the backhand, great depth on it. One goes for the drop. What a rally, what a point that is. The two semi-finals absolutely showing out on that occasion, and Suraj Chand comes up clutch with that point. Oh, he had to get that spot on, and he did. Margin of error diminishing with every point here in this first game. Mr. Abdullah backhand that really does set up the point. This time caught by surprise. Chand is looking to put the pressure on now. Goes for the drop, well picked up. This is a fantastic rally again, under pressure. Getting longer. It's another clever drop shot there from Suraj Chand. Looks to just lift that over the tin, but Abdullah Hafiz gets a touch fortunate. Might have just touched the tin, and now he's got 5 game points. Abdullah Hafiz with the forehand crashes that against the board. Tries to use the post on that occasion. Suraj saves 1 game point, but he'll be the first one to admit and identify that the first game has not gone according to plan. Far from it. Looking control of this point here. Hafiz just feels that he can go wherever he wants, whenever the time pleases. Chan needs to make sure that he takes the aggressor role too. No place to rest here. Cannot rely solely on defense. That's a much better shot there. Testing the depth. Keeps the point alive. It's sensational squash this. Wow, it's a tactical battle. Neither player yielding. Hammers the forehand. Comes back with interest. It's just outstanding. Oh, the forehand is so precise in the attempt. Suraj Chand wins yet another mammoth epic point. He keeps doing it. He saved a couple of match game points. Wow. Two exhilarating rallies to save. Crucial points. Lovely backhand again. Chand just plays that on the half volley instead. Picks that up late just to unsettle the opposition. Oh, the brilliant drop shot there from Suraj forces the unforced error. And that is 3 game points saved. Here we saw Suraj Chand showing some incredible mental resilience in his quarterfinal clash. It lasted all 5 games. Some of that on full display here. Abdullah Hafiz was looking comfortable at 10-5. Now, slightly uncomfortable at 8-10 with Chand to serve. Oh, it's brilliant from Abdullah Hafiz. Closes the first game out. 11-8 for the Egyptian. And that is some way to wrap it up. When he needed to shorten the points, and he shortened it real quick. And the Egyptian has pretty much the perfect start here at the Shiv Nadar deemed to be University in Delhi as the Egyptian takes a 1-0 lead in the semi-finals. We'll take you through some of the highlights, so do enjoy what has been a terrific first game. What an opener it has been in semi-finals day at the Shiv Nadar deemed to be University at the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt, starting in pretty much the perfect manner, a 10-5 lead, which got cut down to 3, but then finishing it off in quick and typical fashion. Well, back underway for the second game, and Suraj Chand needs to respond here in typical Suraj Chand fashion. This is a kind of game where Chand just displays his experience on the court. In 132, his PSA ranking is very much prominent on the toes as Abdullah Hafiz on the other end. He's taken all comers and he has been ruthless in his approach. Smashes that forehand, goes on the outside. In great pace. Both players on that occasion getting in each other's way. It was played very late on that occasion when Abdullah Hafiz has said that he's given him enough time to take the shot. Chan decides to delay that as much as possible. Good forehand on the stretch. The reach advantage for Hafiz is really a telling sign. The amount of court he can cover, not just with his legs but with his hands as well. Brilliant. Suraj on the attempt at full stretch there. Tries to just lift that backhand over the 10. Abdullah's reach is giving him such an advantage that he's just putting the pressure on. He can play that all angles, and he's got the mileage on him as an unforced error. Loose forehand there from Suraj Chand. This is dangerous territory here because a 2-0 quickly becomes 3-0, and it's pretty much the perfect start here for Abdullah Hafiz. His backhand. Oh, it's brilliant again from Hafiz. He's just finding these impossible angles. Abdullah Hafiz, the opening stages has been pretty much flawless. Lovely backhand, gets quickly to it. Ooh, the movement there is pretty much a judgment call there from the officials. The Hafiz though will maintain serve. And he's just bringing a completely different facet to the second game. He's taken a much more aggressive approach here. If you notice from Hafiz the way he's playing much shorter points, he's realized the long rallies on a couple of occasions have gone Chand's way. Knows that he needs to find the kill shot as quickly as possible. Chand showcasing good tenacity in those longer points. And the game has been quickened up. That's when Hafiz has just been on a different level. Very precise as well. All the pace swiftens here. It's brilliant stuff. What an opener this has been in the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour, the semi-final day. So much excitement and buzz in the air. Oh, the chance of the forehand goes well below the tin. Crashes into the board as Suraj registers his first point of the second game. Better late than never for the Indian. He has been playing catch-up for most of the semi-final. The 21-year-old Abdullah Hafiz on court here has been pulled back on a couple of occasions. A sharp backhand there sets up the forehand smash. Being as precise as possible with his shot selection. Nicely done on that occasion. Another backhand that finds the corner. He's caught in a cul-de-sac. He does very well to get out of it. Chand applying the pressure here. He's the one who's controlling the tempo of this point. Needs to make sure that he finishes it off, though. And the backhand just finding straight down the line. He's finding his range here. Hafiz. Sam goes for the delicate drop. And great height on the pickup there from Hafiz. Magnificent point. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, brilliant drop shot. Wow, what a shot that is from Abdullah Hafiz. From the middle of the court to just shorten that. Lovely slice just over the tin. It dies down on Chand. And it's Hafiz who takes a 2-point lead. You see all his facets on display here. The brilliance and the movement has got to be said. He's covered the court, looking very comfortable on it. Chand wanted to hit the backhand. Abdullah makes to his credit, takes the long route around. At the very least, it can be let and played the point again, because I thought from Hafiz's point of view, he was good there. So it's enough time to hit that on the volley. These are judgment calls. Somebody sitting at home can very easily view it differently, as Suraj's forehand not having enough on it. Abdullah Hafiz finds himself in familiar territory in the semi-final here. Nobody's really been able to piece out the 21-year-old who's been a real firecracker of an opponent. Yusuf Sani found out the hard way in straight games. 13-11, 11-6, 11-8 on that occasion for Hafiz. Drop shot. Swift response here. Hafiz, when he takes it on the full, so much in command rather than being rushed on those situations. Oh, it's another unforced error there from Suraj Chand. As that long rally goes in Hafiz's favor. We can sense it. You can see it from his reaction. You can see it from his body language. He is absolutely up for it. He knows a spot in the final is very much up for grabs here. Dominant position for the Egyptian. Awesome there from Hafiz. Just too good with the backhand. Stand and deliver. Rips that with power. Again, not too much of a backlift. Just a powerful entity that is Abdullah Hafiz. Suraj Chand has just been deflated with that shot. He has lost his range. He has lost his way. Abdullah Hafiz has just stormed into an 8-2 lead here in the second. Resilience will be tested. Brilliant there from Chand. Started off with the drop shot and then follows up with the overhead forehand. He needs more big shots, big points such as this. He might have realized that he needs to shorten his rallies now. And win this as quickly as possible. Easier said than done, considering someone like Hafiz chasing everything off the court. Great stretch there. Fine angles that both players are utilizing here. Hafiz has a lot of way to go, and he brings the forehand outstanding there from Chand with the bows, but Abdullah's drop shot is so good. Talk about keeping your composure in the most heated moments. Wow. Hafiz with a 9-3 lead. He has been unstoppable. Chand has been caught in the whirlwind. He's not been able to escape it. Ooh, the backhand there from Abdullah. Smashes against the board. play the game in good sportsmanship. Surchand on the other occasion has really struggled. Abdullah Hafiz, a quick second to just wipe off, but that request has been thwarted by the official. Play continues. 4-9 for Chand. With full stretch there, good height received, and it's a brilliant drop shot. We saw this in the previous game as well, with Suraj Chand having a late flurry. That occasion it turned out to be a little too late as he was 5 game points down. Still hasn't reached the double digit yet. And he's been very dominant though. Looks like Suraj Chand is just trying to piece the puzzle, and he's forcing quite a few unforced errors. That's 3 in a row. Chand having a good period here. Next couple of points, very crucial. Serving at 6-9. At full stretch there, he plays the forehand. Can do nothing else but hit it onto his own self. This is quite the flurry here from Suraj Chand. 4 points on the bounce, 4 points away from victory. This would be the most unlikeliest of turnarounds considering the position Suraj Chand found himself in. Abdullah Hafiz just looking to reset, recalibrate. Everything he's done in the semi-finals has been pretty much perfect so far. When he's had a sizable lead, he's not really gone for the throat. He's allowed his opponent back in it. Hafiz has been very polite on the court, hasn't he? For the beast that he is on it. Off the court, he's shown fantastic sportsmanship. Rips that backhand with no uncertainty. Oh, brilliant stuff. That is some way to bring on game point to extend his semi-final lead. 2 games to love. It's almost like a shot to just shake the mind off. So emphatic that it just lends a bit of clarity of thought. Explosive backhand really does set up the point. Chand needs to try go for the forehand there. It's on the stretch. Brilliant return from Suraj deep in the court. It's the depth that surprised Abdullah Hafiz on that occasion. Chand within 2. No margin for error here in this game. Still 2 game points for Abdullah. Great court coverage here from Hafiz. Chand dictating the point. Good anticipation. Great pickup on the backhand. An uncertain shot there from Chand, but he recovers quickly as well. Oh, the brilliant drop shot there from Suraj Chand. He opens up. He was almost gesturing that he's going to go for the smash. Late decision. Brings the slice down Abdullah from the glass to the tin. Within a second, gets there but can't lift that over the tin. And now we're within 1. This semi-finalist truly caught on fire now. Suraj Chand was in a precarious position, down 9-3. Has brought it down to now 9-10. Well, critical point this. The first men's semi-final of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour here in Delhi. Hafiz commanding in the first, and he finishes the second one off. 11-9 for Abdullah Hafiz in the second. That really does change everything now. Suraj Chand battling in both games, but having to do extra bit, a little too much towards the end. Fall shots in the opening two games. Abdullah Hafiz, that man on the screen right here, the perfect start to the semi-finals. 11-8, 11-9. Pressure on Chand. And Suraj Chand's semi-final hopes and the hopes of reaching the final hinges on him having three of the perfect games against the Egyptian Abdullah Hafiz. He has started both games like a house on fire. He has been brilliant, creates a sizable lead, puts the pressure on early. Chand on both games showing good fighting spirit but ultimately falling short. That's why Abdullah Hafiz has a 2-0 dominant lead in the first semi final of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. 11-8, 11-9 for Abdullah Hafiz. He's a game away. He's 11 points away from booking his spot in the final of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026. What a tournament the Egyptian has had. He's taken on all comers in devastating fashion. 3-0 in the quarterfinals, 2-0 here in the semis. He is motoring his way into the finals. Nayan Vazirali and Ravindra Luxury, latter from Sri Lanka, who is the number one seed, will be keeping a close eye on Abdullah Hafiz and the semi-finals, as Hafiz is a game away from a spot in the finals. The familiar settings here. Chand has to make sure that he gets the early initiative. Cannot allow Abdullah Hafiz to build up steam. Every time you take these visible leads, it to be too much too soon. Wow, what a rally. My goodness me. He gets there, but he overhits the return. Fantastic athleticism there from Abdullah Hafiz. Every single aspect of his game has been absolutely on point today, and he rips another backhand. That is some weapon he's got there, isn't it? It's in his arc, and he's just devastating with that backhand. Chand with that brilliant drop shot. Oh, he looks to be extra precise on that occasion. Hesitates, takes the pace off, and Hafiz has a 2-point lead. And 2 becomes 3 in real quick time. Chand's body language tells the whole story here. He went through a 5-game epic thriller against Rajiv in the quarterfinals. Will show the physical scars. Abdullah Hafiz relatively fresh. In terms of getting himself in the best possible position, that's brilliant from Chand. Exquisite drop shot there from the Indian. Takes the pace off completely, catching the Egyptian by surprise. Within 2. Again, critical from Chand's point of view that he does not allow Abdullah Hafiz to build up a sizable lead here. It's a must-win game for the Indian. Very nonchalant backhand there from Hafiz. Great change of direction with the backhand again. Hafiz's backhand has been just a thrilling watch. Great on the stretch. Brilliant play from Suraj Chand as he keeps the pressure on and gets the reward. Yet another lengthy rally goes the Indians' way. Abdullah Hafiz saw this in the first game when 2 or 3 long rallies which were taken by Suraj Chand, which forced Hafiz to just change his approach. Chand just used his experience a little bit more in those stages. Oh, what a get that is from Hafiz. Outrageous from the Egyptian. That is special. It's all about the movement, though. I think Chand gets the point because Abdullah Hafiz's pickup came straight back at him. Some of the recoveries from the Egyptian was just jaw-dropping, but it's Suraj Chand who maintains pressure here. Fantastic from the Indian, who's level now. It's very delicate. It's very precise. Abdullah's backhand, just enough purchase on it. Confirming whether or not that has been called as a let, and it's a repoint, and it's that backhand again from Abdullah Hafiz. Suraj Chand has played long enough on the court here against the Egyptian to identify that that backhand cannot be on for Abdullah Hafiz at the ease at which it has been available. You cannot just lob that in the air for him to just rip that backhand. A lot more deliberation has to be taken place. Chand keeps chipping away though. He showed fantastic mental resilience in both games, despite both of them going against him. That forehand. This is the first time in the match that Chand is leading. Been behind the pump for most of the match, and that lead doesn't last too long. Abdullah Hafiz in both the 2 games that he took, he raced into a sizable lead. 10-5 in the first, 9-3 in the second. It's much more of an even contest. So Chand finally starting to find his feet here. Brilliant drop shot there. Abdullah Hafiz really defending again, but the ball just bounced forward. It's Chand with the lead again. This feels like a sizable, seismic moment for Suraj Chand. Understand that this is maybe his chance to find his way back into the semi-final. With great application and quality. And backhand effort there from Suraj Chand. His backhand has been some weapon, really. Bail him out of trouble a lot of the times, helps him get the quick points too. All-round weapon. Your forehand might be more powerful, but the angles your backhand creates. Oh, it's brilliant from Suraj Chand with the drop. Laugh is at full stretch like he has been for many of those pickups. He would get that as well as Suraj Chand for the 3rd time in this game takes the lead. We are approaching the business end of the 3rd game here. Under the must-win scenario, it's 3 points away. It's not going to give him an easy ride, though, that's for sure. Drops exchanged, and it's a brilliant overhead forehand there. Abdullah Hafiz comes up clutch with the point. 8-all. Pressure back on Chand. Abdullah can afford to drop this game, but he wouldn't want to keep that perfect record going as Suraj Chand's the most delicate of backhand drop shot. Gets himself in the lead again. Favorable game for the Indian here. Much more in his rhythm. Quicker points. Showcasing his variety on the court here now. Oh, what a drop shot. Even better pick up there from Chand. What a point. Suraj Chand, desperation dive, works in his favor. Abdullah could not capitalize on that occasion. Chand's got 2 game points. Quite the turnaround, this one. Massive game in the semi-finals. We seldom expect straight game victories considering the quality on display. Abdullah Hafiz, the opening 2 games, had a sizable lead. This game, they were neck and neck, and now Suraj Chand has just pulled away. He's got 2 opportunities to close this game out and take this to the 4th. Hafiz shuts the door like a gladiator. Next time he exits, he wants to come out as a finalist. Chando has other plans, has other ideas. And the backhand's relentless from Hafiz. Now changes the angle, brilliantly done. There was a barrage of backhands there from Abdullah Hafiz. Not going to be serving at 9-10. One opportunity for the game squandered from Chand. Such a delicate slice. And Abdullah Hafiz made that gesture forward. Inadvertently crashes into Suraj Chand. The point will be replayed. Still game point for Chand. Backhand there being unleashed. What a drop shot that is. Abdullah makes his movement back. And that is massive point, which gives Suraj Chand a route back into the semi-finals. He takes it 11-9, having to work tremendously hard. He gets the job done. Hafiz's perfect record has a blemish now as Suraj Chand, the 3rd seed, showcasing exactly why the Indian has reached the semi-final stage. He's a regular on the tours, a real tough opposition. Now showcasing that toughness here. What Chand did differently in this game, just felt that he took a lot more initiative. He was far too passive in the opening 2 games where Abdullah Hafiz just dominated proceedings, built up a sizable lead. In this game, a lot more of an aggressive approach. Got it to 6-6, and for the first time in the match led at 7-6. From there on, he kept Abdullah at arm's length. 2 opportunities for the game point. Lost one. The next one was finished in typical Suraj Chand fashion here. Well, we'll head to the 4th. Abdullah Hafiz still has the initiative, still has the lead, still is a game away from a spot in the finals. Suraj Chand going to have yet another epic 5-game encounter here in the semi-finals. We saw that in the quarters. He's going to have to repeat his heroics if he's going to book a spot in the finals, where Ayan Wazir Ali and Ravindu Luxury will await the winner of this clash. We're back underway for the start of the fourth. Each and every game has pretty much gone the distance. 11-8, 11-9, 9-11. The half is still leads. The approach from Suraj Chand has changed here. He is starting to dominate the court a lot more. He's the one who's asking the Egyptians all the questions now. He's been playing reactive squash. He's generally the one who just dictates the flow, dictates the tempo. Lovely drop shot from the back of the court there. Hafiz with the drop shot. Made his way forward. This is pretty much the perfect start here for Suraj Chand. 3-0 for the Indian. Quite the response after being 2-0 down as Hafiz quickly closes that point out. Breaks the momentum. 3-0 lead in a must-win game is pretty much the perfect start you can have. Hafiz now will be trying to build a bit of momentum on his own. Change of direction, even better there from Suraj Chand. Finding brilliant angles with the drops. Got Abdullah Hafiz scampering around. The forehand is an unforced error there from Abdullah Hafiz, and he lashes out at himself. That was the way that he just threw that point away, and it's now Suraj Chand who's just turned this game spectacularly on its head. And he was down 2-0. You did not expect this kind of a scoreline, this kind of a comeback. We've seen from Suraj Chand, when he catches fire, he's a difficult opponent to stop, and this is just a fantastic game that he's playing here. 6-1. Great reach there from Hafiz. What Chand has done very well is reduce those fierce backhands from Hafiz as Chand keeps the pressure relentlessly on Abdullah Hafiz, who's searching for answers. He's not able to find it. He has lost his way on the court here after dominating the opening two games. Suraj Chand comes firing back. This is a game that we did not expect. We expected this one to go down to the wire as well, but it's Chand who has raced into a great lead here. Fourth error of the backhand. Leaves the door open for Abdullah Hafiz. It's an unforced error again from Abdullah's backhand. Crashes into the board. 8-2 the lead here for Suraj Chand. Finds himself in pole position, really. Unforced error with the backhand, this time from Chand. Players getting tired backhands on that occasion. So much effort has gone into this. He drop shot there from Hafiz and then drills that backhand. I'm feeling a whole lot better now. A couple of points on the trot. The lead. Chand is such a dominant position. He cannot afford to let this one slip here. Oh, it's a brilliant forehand right into the corner. It's 3 on the bounce here for Abdullah Hafiz, who has caught fire. Chand is not able to respond now. Such a dominant lead at 8-2. He finds himself in a comfortable situation there. The drop shot from Chand is clutch. Needed to break the momentum with a bit of quality, and the quality arrives courtesy of the drop shot. 2 points away here, Suraj Chand to take this to the fifth. His fitness will be tested to its limits if he makes the final. Playing 5 games in the quarters, 5 in the semi-finals is no joke. These are all high-intensity games too, so credit to the players for the way that they recover. They're just trying to hammer those backhands deep in the court. It's a bit of an uncomfortable one there. Hammer that backhand and gets into the way of Suraj's forehand. I think the point will go to Suraj Chand, and he might just have 5 game points. What to respond from the 24-year-old from India. Under the pump, down 2-0. Now has 5 game points to take this to the fifth, and he squanders one of those opportunities with a loose serve. I almost feel that Suraj Chand is already thinking about that 5th game. Hafiz, to some extent, will be doing the same there as that one crashes into the board. A couple of unforced errors there from Chand. Almost asking himself as to why he's opening the door here. He looks to close it out, and he does in sensational fashion. Suraj Chand comes roaring back, having dropped the opening 2 games in sensational fashion. 11-9, 11-7 in the 3rd and 4th, and this semi-final will head to the 5th and deciding game. What an incredible semi-final this has been at the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. Talk about the opening event. Really has served up a classic here. Abdullah Hafiz dominant in the opening 2 games, pegged back, and now this game will head to the 5th.
غير نفسك شويه شخصيه مش تشجع تضرب ماشي نفسك فيك الصبح لازم نفسك شويه ماشي ولا مش ماشي
Change of shirt there for Abdullah Hafiz, who's now in red. Suraj Chand has seen a red-hot comeback here. 2-0 down. 2 games taken in return. And now looking to close this one out and reach the finals of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. Abdullah Hafiz, 21 years of age, still in his gaining experience part of his career. Shown that he's gotten all the facets, but the mental element is a huge battle to combat as well, especially in high pressurized matches. Good pressure being applied here by Suraj Chand and Abdullah Hafiz. Fighting back. Absolutely nothing to separate these 2 elite athletes who are going hammer and tongs here. But this is a sign of things to come. We're in for an exhilarating semi-finals day here at the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. Big backhand, the drop shot even better. direction, and Hafiz quickly adjusts and brilliant drop. Outstanding get there from Chand. What a rally this is. The tricks are out and everything needed and not enough on the backhand there from Hafiz. Suraj Chand wins an exhilarating point. But we've seen this trend throughout this match where the long rallies are being preferred to Suraj Chand, who just keeps his composure at those clutch moments. Wow, what a semi-final this has turned out to be. Absolutely gone the distance and then some. The looks of the first two games, it just felt that Abdullah Hafiz was just going to run away with this one, but Suraj Chand clearly having different ideas. He was in no mood to go home that quick. He wants those who have tuned in live Sport Vote have the HCL Enterprise and the India Squash YouTube channel to get their time's worth here. Exercising patience in the early stages. Abdullah looks to change the direction with the backhand. Lovely forehand there. It's brilliant from the Egyptian. Oh, that was a clutch forehand. Being a winner in those circumstances, not easy whatsoever, but Abdullah Hafiz sticking to his game plan here. Terror there on the racket of Suraj Chand. To go open for Abdullah Hafiz. Gotten into the lead now. Every time he's been in a hesitant lead kind of situation, he's managed to close the games out. Chand's defense has been tested here. Abdullah's been the clear aggressor in the early stages. One who wants to take matters into his own hands there. It's another unforced error after Abdullah Hafiz maintains the pressure. Suraj Chand has been caught in a whirlwind again now. Critical for him to try and shake this off. A magnificent couple of games. It all count for nothing if he can't get the job done here in the fifth. Okay, then the half volley. Brilliant point. Goes behind the back on that occasion there, Hafiz. And there are a couple of occasions Hafiz stood his ground. Not happy with the call. Go to Chand. Brilliant there from Abdullah Hafiz. Stripping the backhand. Good defense there from Chand. Outrageous pick up there from the Indian. Change position. Switch around here. Full reach. Another magnificent point. Wow, what a get that is from Hafiz. Stretching every sinew. Changes the direction with a flourishing forehand. Regains the 2-point advantage. You can see the intensity is in his eyes. Just intensify now. He is locked in. He is laser-like focused. He's nearly halfway there from clinching his spot in the finals. Want to be replayed as Hafiz now just trying to pot his way. A couple of points crucial context of the match. Oh, brilliant drop shot there from Abdullah Hafiz. The fist pump comes out. He knows that's a big, big point. He could have been cut down to 1. Instead, it's been extended to 3. Those are the huge kind of point swings, especially in a Even now where the margins are absolutely fine. Oh, it's another crucial point for the Egyptian. He senses it. He's got the advantage. He's within touching distance now. 4 points to lead. 4 points away from a spot in the final. He's come back in commanding fashion here, Abdullah Hafiz. He's been disappointed in the manner in which he seeded the last 2 games, but that's the nature of the beast. Great change of direction, outstanding reflexes. What a point! Wow! Incredible get there from Hafiz. Quicken the tempo. He can't get there first. Chand had enough on that return already. Hafiz was backpedaling, but he was getting there. A tough call maybe for Egyptian to accept, but Chand finally breaks that momentum. Five-game thriller is exactly how we expected. Semifinals day to start here in Delhi. Exactly what we've gotten. Brilliant drop shot again. Lovely slice. Just takes the pace off majestically there, Abdullah Hafiz. He is 3 points away with a 4-point lead. Spot in the finals. And Mazharali and Ravindra Luxury must be watching along. And their potential opponent will be the Egyptian, but Suraj Chand has showcased us throughout this match. We cannot count him out till the very last point. Terrific. Brilliant there from Chand. Keeps the pressure applied, and a long rally goes in his favor. How he's kept his composure in those moments. Point advantage is sizable in these situations. Enough of a cushion. Chand will identify the situation that he needs to win the next couple. Yeah, it's a brilliant drop shot. Suraj Chand pulls off yet another critical backhand drop shot. Lovely feel on it.
6-8.
This match has truly gone the distance. Both gladiators have not yielded an inch on the court. This has been a terrific semi-finals. If Suraj Chand can complete this comeback, it would be absolutely outrageous considering the position he found himself in. It's 2-0 down in the third game. It wasn't looking good in the early stages, but showed fantastic grit and character. All that game back, he was absolutely dominant in the fourth. Now it's Abdullah Hafiz. Once again, got a sizable lead. Chopped down by Chand this time. That has been the swing in momentum in this match. Impossible to call. Every time it looks like Hafiz just might run away with this one. Chand, he has a few more tricks up his sleeve. On that occasion. Backing up on that occasion. Great feel on the backhand. Abdullah stands his ground, might have just leaned back. Nice fall on the point. Rubber the green on that occasion. got a 3-point lead. And he's 2 points away from a spot in the finals. Chance margin of error now diminishing with every point on the stretch. It's caught in no man's land. Chand rips the backhand for the winner. The chance still alive here at 7-9. Abdullah is 2 games away. To make that 1 point away from a spot in the finals. He's got 3 match points here, the Egyptian. Having battled all sorts of adversity in the third and fourth, he has regained control and within 1. Direction of the forehand. He'll be going at 100 miles an hour probably in his mind. He just needs to slow things down here. Finish this off here, right now. Close the door. I'm sure Chand has shown some fantastic ability to keep on coming back for more. That bounce very late. Oh, the drop shot is sensational from Abdullah Hafiz. And the backhand once again comes up clutch in the most important moment as Suraj Chand falls in the semi-final hurdle, and it's Abdullah Hafiz in a 5-game thriller who books his spot in the finals of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026 live here in Delhi. Well, absolutely incredible encounter ends with the Egyptian booking his spot in the finals, where he plays either Ayan Wazir Ali or Ravindo Luxury. Commiserations to Suraj Chand, who had a fantastic 5-setter in the quarterfinals, another epic 5-setter in the semis. But it is Abdullah Hafiz with 11-8, 11-9, 9-11, 7-11, 11-7 victory against Suraj Chand from India. Congratulations to Abdullah Hafiz. We'll see him in the finals tomorrow in the men's category of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026. Well, what a way to start semi-finals action here in Delhi. First game, an absolute epic, and if the other games are anything to go by in this format, we are in for a cracking Sunday of squash action here. We'll enjoy the semi-final action here, the highlights. We will have the interview of the winner, Abdullah Hafiz, coming up to you very shortly, and then the first women's semi-finals between the number 1 seed from India, Tanvi Khanna, taking on Shivitra Kumar from Malaysia. So do stay tuned for more live action. Enjoy the highlights in the meantime. And we're back underway with semi-final action here at the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026 live from Delhi. And after witnessing an epic semi-final encounter in the men's semi-finals between Abdullah Hafiz and Suraj Chand, we turn into the women's semi-final where the number one seed is in action today. Tanvi Khanna taking on CV Kumar from Malaysia. Both semi-finalists having straight game victories in the quarters will be fresh and ready to attack the semi-finals. The number one seed, Tanvi Khanna, a regular on the tours, a real thoroughbred athlete. She's been at the big stages, picked up plenty of medals. Her trophy cabinet, something to behold as CV Kumar from Malaysia. She looked an outstanding touch yesterday against Mona Tamer from Egypt. These two athletes, having done so well to get to the semi-final stage, will want to take that next step into the finals. The All Asian semi-final will be followed by an All Egyptian semi-final in the women's category, with Malak Fatih taking on Mena Walid. In that cracking semi-final action, Mena Walid was down and out in her quarter-final action. She was 2-0 down, dead and buried, but she resurrected in phenomenal fashion to book her spot in the semi-finals up against a countrywoman in Malak Fatih. Well, the two gladiators enter the fray here. Big match settings with Sivitra Kumar in the blue kit with Malaysia proudly on her back. She will look to book her spot in the final. She's up against the number one seed in Tanvi Khanna, who took care of business against Sania Watts in the quarterfinals in straight games. Will now identify and understand that the situation and the stakes have been raised here. It's Sivitra to serve. Sivitra Kumar using the depth on the court in the early stages. Now chases that on the left-hand side. Lovely drop shot, even better pickup. Rips the backhand. It's the first point for the Indian number one seed. Tanvi Khanna with that lengthy rally finishes it off in flourishing fashion. Follows that up with an unforced error as Savitra gets her first point. Khanna makes the move into the Malaysian. Another unforced error. Just trying to creep in into Khanna's game in the early stages. Brilliant point there. Nicely done. Kumar is just starting to excel in this role here. Saw this once she catches a bit of dominance. Catches a bit of win. Difficult to stop the Malaysian. Shown great facets to her game. Mixes the game up. Keeps the opponent guessing. It's the unpredictability, and on that occasion Khanna gets there in time, but not enough purchase there on the backhand return. Savitra has been absolutely excellent in the early stages. Now we'll pick that one up on that occasion. Pediment favoring the number one seed. He's been put under early pressure here. Good forehand there. Sets up nicely. Savitra Kumar finding herself got far too much on that left-hand side. Trying to cover too much ground in very quick time. Ooh, it's another unforced error there. Tanvi asks herself the question. Needless point surrendered as Savitra Kumar. 3-point advantage for the Malaysian. She's kept Khanna at arm's length in this first game. Hits that backhand with real power. Kumar will be feeling a whole lot better with an emphatic point such as that. A 4-point lead with 4 points away from clinching the first game of the opening women's semi-final clash. We've seen a 5-game thriller in the men's semi-final. We're going to see something along the same ilk. Decent depth. Oh, the forehand slice is so precise there from Kumar. was close to her. She had to adjust, almost twirl that shoulder. Makes it look so effortless as Tanvi Khanna with a swift point of her own. Four-point gap now. Vitra Kumar. To anticipate that early, but too much on the forehand. A couple of points this for the number one seed. Trying to find her way back into this contest. Surrendered a sizable lead in the early stages, but a couple of points makes it a 3-point game. Much more interesting. I believe that was out of bounds. And the official concurs. We're kind of having a very good period here, just making sure that she keeps the pressure on Kumar on this early stage. Dropping the first game isn't all doom and gloom, but not something you want in a semi-final. Lovely shot again there from Tanvi. The slice is perfectly executed. Now the number one seed feeling a whole lot like herself now. Lips that backhand. Ferocious there from Kumar. Oh, Khanna just misses out a regulation forehand. And Savitra Kumar is a couple of points away from closing out this first game. Flurry from Khanna is very much the home player here today as the backhand goes crashing into the board. Kumar immediately apologetic. Gets away with that one and that's why she is apologetic, because that one clearly hit the board. Oh, it's a brilliant point there from Savitra Kumar as she takes the first game 11-6. The Malaysian having just about the perfect start to the first semi-finals in the women's category of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. All to do for the number one seed who's been shocked early on, and she has to show her comeback abilities in the second. Savitra Kumar leads 11-6. Well, we've got the winner of the first men's semi-finals, Abdullah Hafez, who is the finalist of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. We've got him on the sidelines with my colleague Vansh Chavla. Vansh, take it away.
I've got Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt here with me. He proceeds into the finals of the HCL Squash Indian Tour here in Delhi. Abdullah, that win must really feel good for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm feeling confident this week, playing with a very good player today, one of the top seeds, and I'm really feeling confident I got that win today.
Talking about the gameplay, you were two games up first, and then Suraj came in with some really good games as well. And talk us through the final game as well. Like, what were the strategies that you used?
Yeah, I was starting a bit confident with just finding my game, and then Suraj changed the plan. He started doing like more short stuff. So I got a plan from my coach, Muhammad Ablatif. I want to thank him for having my back this tournament. I'm really feeling confident having him by my side. That's why I got that win today.
You need a lot of mental strength to go through such encounters. How do you manage that? If you could tell us what is the routine that you follow just to keep yourself in a positive space.
Yeah, of course, tomorrow it's going to be a tough one. It's the last push for me. I'm going to feel like I need to have a good meal today, some recovery, and hope so I'm going to be ready tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Abdullah, and well played for today, and all the best for tomorrow's finals as well.
Thank you.
There was Abdullah Hafiz giving us an insight into what it takes to be at the very top, as he will play the finals tomorrow up against either Ayan Wazir Ali from India or Ravindu Luxury from Sri Lanka. That's a tomorrow problem by the looks of it, as all set to start the second game here after Savitra Kumar. Commanding fashion took the first game, the Malaysian. Very, very calm on the court. Never looks rushed. He's with quite elegance here, Savitra Kumar. Very important for Tanvi Khanna to try and break the mold here. Important that she gets off to a good start. Brilliantly done there from Tanvi Khanna. She knows that she cannot allow Kumar to get ahead of steam here. Kumar just rushed on that occasion. Drop shot there from Tanvi Khanna. Just making that slight error though on that occasion. Oh, it's a brilliant shot there from Kumar. Went for the lob. He was prepared to attack that, but Kumar just crashing into the number 1 seed. Makes the late movement there. Trying to get out the way and trying to almost anticipate the drop shot. Kumar holding the advantage. Brilliant backhand there from Tanvi Khanna. It was right in her arc. She saw Kumar move to the left-hand side, rips the backhand on the right. Let's see all here. Doing exactly what's needed here, not allowing Kumar to build up steam. This time it's Vitra Kumar who makes a similar movement to what we saw Tanvi Khanna make early on. This time it's Tanvi who's the recipient. Oh, it's an unforced error there. Tanvi Khanna just trying to force the issue, force the initiative. Vitra with the first real move of putting some emotion on the court in terms of frustration. And now they're applying the pressure. It's a lovely slice with the backhand. Outrageous there from Kumar. Deep in a court on the backhand. Perfect execution. One of those kind of shots there. Not any cross play. Where would you like to place it on the court? And that would be exactly the spot. See it's Kumar's point of view. He had a nose in front throughout this second game. Not in the dominant fashion, but good enough there. But Tanvi with the forehand winner. We've gotten a couple of really exciting winners. Number 1 seed here looking to find her way back into the semi-final. Backhand. Oh, it's a great pickup there from Khanna. She's caught, but she can't recover. Brilliant from Kumar in terms of relentless pressure applied. Khanna on the stretch on both sides of the court. Quicker in time. Every time Tanvi Khanna tries to level herself back up. It lasts too long. Facing some real power in the backcourt. Brilliant there from Kumar. 3 heavy hits. Each more powerful than the other, and the winner having the extra angle on it. Brilliant identification there from Vitra Kumar. Number 1 seed finds herself in a precarious position now. Brilliant backhand there from Kumar. Anticipates, holds her ground. The drop shot is perfect enough. Savitra Kumar finding herself in a very dominant position now. Tanvi Khanna with a shake of the head. She knows that she is in a position where she'll be in real trouble now. Oh, similar stat line when the semi-final was in play. The Indian was down 2 and Tanvi Khanna finds herself in a precarious position really with that drop shot. Lovely feel there from Savitra Kumar on the backhand. 3 points away. Going into a commanding 2-0 lead. She's picking her game up here. Then relying on her power. And now with a lovely drop shot. Great get there from Kumar. Oh, one forced error there. Tanvi Khanna having time and space to just measure that forehand. Leaves it short, well short. Savitra Kumar. Hold position now. Couple of points away. Delicate drop shot with the backhand. It is sensational from Savitra Kumar as she takes a 2-0 lead in the women's semi-final. Indian finds herself in a precarious position here. Kumar has been laser-like on the court. Ruthless efficiency from the Malaysian, who's looking to provide an upset here in Delhi. Tanvi Khanna under the pump, down 2-0. The number 1 seed needs to pull out a comeback of epic proportions if she's to book her spot in the finals. Start of the third with Kumar in a commanding position. And the number 1 seed fight back here. Knocks off the good point. Fires that forehand nicely as Kumar on the baseline. With a lot of power, makes that slight movement into Khanna. Oh, it's a terrific forehand there from Khanna. Opens it up nicely. It was Kumar on that occasion that was scurrying. Brilliant play this from Tanvi Khanna. Good response here, just adds to the pressure. Unforced error there from the racket of Kumar. Who's kept those unforced errors to a minimum really in their opening 2 games. Excellent rip on the backhand. Tanvi Khanna rolling back the ears. Fantastic stuff from the experienced campaigner. She is playing a much better third game here. Get there, Kumar with a delicate backhand. Khanna tries to get there, hammers the forehand. Kumar wins the lengthy point. She will love that. Try and wrestle a bit of control away from this third. It's been all about Tanvi Khanna and the response. Must-win game for the number one seed from India. Savitri Kumar, though, has been composure personified on the squash court here today. Just control, exactly what you associate with the Malaysian here. Looks so composed on the court. Very few occasions that you see her not getting there in time. Anticipation is spot on. Great change of direction. Opens up on the forehand. It's brilliant from Kumar. Wins another lengthy rally. But these could be damaging for the number one seed. Kumar serving at 3-6. Khanna needs to take initiative here. Well, it's another unforced error here. 7-3 for Khanna. 4 points away from taking this to the third. Good direction. Slice, good pickup. At full stretch just there in time. Brilliant reactions there. Khanna has to respond. A brilliant rally. This is rally worthy of the semi-finals. Both of them not willing to yield an inch on the court. Oh, it's a weak backhand. After doing so well to stay on the point, tries to go precise with the slice. And it's Tanvi Khanna now with a sizable lead. 8-3 for the number one seed. 3 points away from pulling a game back. Great trade at the near side of the court. Oh, it's a brilliant slice. It's Khanna just stands and delivers. Now just 2 away. Terrific mental resilience shown by the number one seed, showcasing exactly why she is the number one seed here. Lovely slice there from Kumar with the response. Pulls one back. Kumar serving at 4-9. Brilliant pickup. Oh, it's terrific there with the slice. Khanna is disappointed. Something there. It looked like she had enough time and space. Just made the unforced error on that occasion. Kumar stays alive though. Still keeps the pressure on Khanna. Kumar has made that late movement. Now could Tanvi Khanna make the way forward? That was a tight call. Kumar finding herself in a good position, but in this game, it felt the full force of Tanvi Khanna. Oh, Tanvi again makes the same movement. Khanna showing daggers at the official. Again, this time towards the forehand. This one will go in Kumar's favor. He won on 3 occasions. Not able to avoid the Malaysian in tight quarters. 6-9 for Kumar. Oh, she's forced into a deep corner there. It's an unfortunate end to the point. And Vikana's racket just makes contact. And we obviously apologetic, but she will get the point. Unfortunately, not to catch her near the eyes. She does have 4 game points here. Tanvi Khanna. Terrific response here from the number 1 seed. And got the opening 2 games. That's a brilliant forehand. Just over the 10, having Tanvi at full stretch. And then great pickup. Absolutely no time to respond. Way backhand. Great rally this. Point for Savitra Kumar to keep this going there. Try and wrap this in straight games. It's a delicate backhand. Terrific end to the rally there. This time it's Savitra Kumar who's off a big point. Malaysian serving at 8-10. Khanna still has a couple of game points. Backhand, it's good enough. Tanvi Khanna comes roaring back into the contest, having dropped the opening 2 games. Tanvi Khanna with 11-8 victory in the third. As Savitra Kumar will not get a clean game victory here. She might have to do it in 4, possibly in 5, as the number 1 seed takes the third game, 11-8.
Kumar leads 2 games to 1 and left to serve.
Savitra Kumar still leads 2 games to 1. Tanvi Khanna now with the momentum on her side after a commanding third game. Number 1 seed serves. Saw that from Khanna the previous game where too eager with her movements. Straight into Kumar. Kumar will be looking to close this game out early here. She won't want to take this into the 5th, that's for sure. One post error there from Khanna. Good start here for Kumar. 2-0. Games 2-1. Imperative from Tanvi Khanna's point of view that she does not allow Savitra Kumar to build a head of steam, especially in a must-win game for Tanvi Khanna. Have to make sure that she stays within touching distance, takes the game deep, takes the rallies long. Oh, that is magnificent there from the drop shot from depth. Savitra Kumar just oozing class with that backhand. Such a special shot. Puts further pressure on Tanvi Khanna, yet to get any sort of success here in this fourth. Terrific rally. Opens the forehand very delicately. It's power, placement, and finesse on display here from the Malaysian, who's taken firm grip of this game here. She has not let Tanvi Khanna have a sniff. It's 4-0. And this is just about the perfect start for a closeout game. Critical for Tanvi Khanna the next couple of points. Really make or break her campaign. Hammers that forehand. Good reception. And a drop shot. Tanvi Khanna showcases her agility. It's a brilliant point. Tanvi Khanna outrageous on the get. Brilliant defensive work. Great depth on the return. Savitra Kumar trying her very best to get there, but it's a winner of the racket. Tanvi Khanna identifying that that's the kind of effort that she'll have to put if she's going to have to win points. That is the quality of her opponent. Oh, it's a regulation backhand there from Tanvi, which is missed. After all that good work done in the previous point, it's undone with an unforced error. Savitra Kumar once again re-establishes a 4-point advantage. Tanvi with an apologetic hand. Savitra felt that he was very much in place there to take the shot. Will be replayed though. Ooh, tricky, caught in no man's land there. Savitra Kumar does the rest. Yet another perfectly placed backhand. She takes a pace off. It really is museum work. Tanvi caught there. She is caught. And once Savitra Kumar is in those positions where she can pick her spot, pick the pace, she goes with power and gets the winner. It's a 6-point advantage. What a commanding closeout game this has been from the Malaysian. Been on the front foot and has not relented ever since. Khanna wants the point. She might get it. And now needs the next couple of points here. Serving at 2-7. Will be replayed. Lovely drop shot there. It's there well in time and finds the corner. Magnificent play there from Tanvi Khanna. Late resurgent. Cannot allow Savitra Kumar any more of an initiative, and that is a delicate backhand. Tanvi Khanna pulling out all the stops here. Brilliant from the Indian. To the wall. Must-win game. Nightmare start to the fourth. Quality shots there. It's brilliant. And just a quick change of direction there from Kumar. Breaks the momentum that Tanvi was building. 4-point advantage, 3 points away from spot in the finals for Savitra Kumar from Malaysia. He needs to keep this tight here. He cannot afford any loose shots. Has to be deliberate. She's chasing after it. Doing well on the stretch. Terrific forehand there. Closes it out. Tanvi was never getting there. Savitra Kumar's forehand, a trusted weapon in the clutch. Now 2 points away from being one of the finalists of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour here in Delhi. Inside out, interesting choice there, but Tanvi surrenders with the backhand. That shot can really kill the spirit as it's 6 match points for Savitra Kumar from Malaysia. Dropped the third game, but she has been well on top of the situation here in the fourth. And she takes it with another delicate drop shot. I think she might have just crashed into Tanvi though. Leaves the door open. Still 5 match points to guard against. Plenty of room for error here from Savitra Kumar, but she'll want to finish this right here, right now. Brilliant drop shot there from Tanvi Khanna. Still showcasing fight here, the number 1 seed. Till the very end. Oh, cracking backhand there. Completely catches Kumar off balance. Wrong footing the Malaysian. Tanvi with a late flurry. Now within 3. Maybe quite a remarkable comeback. Giving herself a lot to do here. Good change of direction there from Kumar. So unpredictable in which side of the court she's going to decide to play that in. And time anticipates that brilliant pickup there from Tanvi Khanna. Oh, incredible point. What a backhand that is from Savitra Kumar as she books a spot in the finals of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. The Malaysian gets it done in 4 games, pushed to the limit by the number 1 seed, but it's eventually the Malaysians who takes it in 4 games. 11-6, 11-5, 8-11, 11-7 for your finalist of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour, Savitra Kumar from Malaysia. Congratulations to Savitra Kumar. Commiserations to Tanvi Khanna, who had a fantastic tournament. The number 1 seed falls short in the semi-finals as yet another campaign ends in heartbreak right towards the end. Did compete at a very high level, but gave herself far too much to do in some of the games. Showcased some vintage Tanvi Khanna stuff in the third game where she was absolutely unstoppable. But in the fourth, Kumar just took it up a notch. Played in fourth gear, and from there, absolutely unstoppable with the quality and shot selection. Far too much for the number 1 seed. Well, one of the finalists has been confirmed, and that is Savitra Kumar from Malaysia. And the second women's semi-finals, which will be the main event today, will be an all-Egyptian affair between Malak Fatih and Mena Walid. But next up, we have the second men's semi-final between Ayan Wazir Ali taking on Ravinder Luxury. It's India versus Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankan, the number 1 seed, the favorite heading into this match. But Ayan Wazir Ali, who went through a very tough game against Yusuf El Sharif from Egypt, will be feeling very confident here, the teenager, up against the number 1 seed from Sri Lanka, Ravinder Luxury. The semi-final action will continue here at the Shiv Nadar deemed to be university. Again, this tournament in partnership with Squash Rackets Federation of India with support from the Sports Authority of India and the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Once again, like to extend our gratitude towards our partners, the ABTP Facility for Physical Excellence by Abhinav Bindra, Dunlop Flying, and the UP Squash Rackets Association of India. Thank you, everybody involved in making this tournament a roaring success. Well, next up, it is the men's semi-finals. Ayan Wazir Ali from India taking on the number one seed, Ravindu Luxury from Sri Lanka. A cracking game in prospect here, as both semi-finalists in their quarters went through a quite comfortable three-game sweep. But now the stakes have been raised for the semi-finals. Ravindu will start off as the favourites, and Wazir Ali looked very relaxed in his post-match press conference. And now we'll look to go one step further as he looks to pull off an upset here in the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026, coming to you live from Delhi.
Well, I've got Savitra Kumar from Malaysia here with me. She proceeds into the finals of the HCL Squash Indian Tour here in the Delhi leg. Many congratulations. This game was a tough one. You were playing against the top seed in this tour. Your thoughts on the first game?
I just in the beginning, I just told myself to just play my game and follow my game plan because she's the first seed and I've never played with her before. And I know Tanvi is a very great player, but I just told myself do not be so nervous about it. There's nothing to lose and just play my game.
She came back well in the third game. Your thoughts when you went into the fourth game because you had to adapt on a few changes as well.
I think in the third set, what happened is I lost my momentum. I think I take it for granted because I was like 2 love up, and I just thought that third set would be easier to win, but it was not because she's a very hardworking player. She doesn't give up. So in the third set I lost my momentum. So she got the lead and she won the set. And the following set I just told myself do not underestimate anything. Just keep on playing, keep on playing the rallies, and just follow the rhythm and do not be too impatient.
Malak plays against Mena in the second semis as well. Will you be having a close look at that game?
Yeah, sure. I've played with them, played with both of them. It's been quite long, but both of them are very great players. So I just want to give my best, and whoever wins later, I just want to put a lot of pressure on myself and just play my game just how I played today.
Really consistently performing well. Your reason for that consistency, because it's an important part in squash as well.
I think it just gets better in time to just keep on showing up yourself. Do not stop halfway. Even though some days won't get better, some days you feel like I don't feel myself. I don't feel I'm putting too much good in my game. So, but eventually it get better. Just follow the game, follow the step by step, and finally you get the win.
Congratulations on your victory today. All the best for the finals tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was your finalist, Savitra Kumar from Malaysia. Clear, composed, and very honest in her interview with my colleague Vansh Chawla. It was excellent to see how she talks with real clarity and composure, and that extends both on and off the court. You see her on the court, she feels like she has that extra bit of seconds in her to make those decisions, and that's why she has upset the number one seed. And now they're all set for the co-main event here. It's India versus Sri Lanka with Ayan Vazirali taking on the number one seed from Sri Lanka, Ravinder Laxmi. In white and in black. And really pick up the first point. He will have to be on the front foot. He'll have to play some fearless squash. He knows that he will be up against it. Someone with the class and quality of Luxury. Seen Luxury on multiple tours. His defensive work is some of the best you will see around. As it really has to be pretty much prepared for lengthy rallies. Luxury is in full form, full clip. He is a difficult proposition to stop, but a very good start here from Wazir Ali. Very delicate, quick response. Oh, there's a chance there to unleash the forehand. Ayan pulled out. Luxury was waiting for his first point and has arrived. One seat up and running. So he really wants to take off the disappointment of the call. On the back in hand, which is man from Sri Lanka. Carry the Sri Lankan flag on his shoulders very proudly, and every time he's on the tour, it's one of the most must-watch players. Brings such an interesting dimension to the game. What a backhand flick that is from Ravinder Luxury. Oozes class. Gets there in time, just a flick of the wrist. And it's 3 points on the trot for the number one seed. He's off and running. Nicely drilled backhand there from Ayan, but making the movement into Luxury. 4 on the Browns. Critical for Ayan Wazir Ali just to keep his wits here. Let the occasion get the better of him. I feel that a few calls have gone against him. Just focus on the next point. The teenager won't have tougher tests ahead of him. Depth there on the return there from the Luxury. Great disguise there. Once again, Ayan looking to take the aggressive approach. His dividends on that occasion. To just break the momentum that Luxury was building there. There was 5 on the trot. And with the critical point. Abdullah Hafiz will play the winner of this contest. He got the job done in 5 games against Suraj Chand from India. Will we have an Indian representative in the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour here in Delhi? Savitra Kumar beating the number one seed Tanvi Khanna in the women's semi-final. That there will be no Indian representation in the women's category. Second semi-final is an all-Egyptian affair between Malak Fatih and Mena Walid. Luxury's forehand on that occasion. It's just like laser-like precision, isn't it? Repeating. Ayan Wazir Ali has had a couple of words with the official already. Just to make sure that he just keeps his eyes on the prize here. Can't allow Ravinder Luxury to just race away with the lead. Started off at 2-0. Since then, it's been a 7-2 swing for the Sri Lankan. He's displayed all his various facets in the game. That forehand, then it follows with a delicate backhand. I think again, Ayan just blocks the path of Ravindu. Ravindu looks along quite curiously. Whether there was enough time to go and get there. Let's have a look at here. Plays the backhand, makes a couple of steps to Ravindu Luxury on that occasion. Delicate backhand, well picked up. Hammers the forehand. Defense here from Wazir Ali. Whoa, what a pickup that is from Luxury. My goodness me. Luxury is just trying to get out the way here. I don't think he's done too much wrong, but that was an outrageous pickup. This one, look at that. Wow. From that angle, it is a special, special pickup. With an anticlimactic end to the point. Curious decisions here from Wazir Ali. He's not looking to take the aggressive approach, just keeping the point alive and allows Luxury to really rip that backhand. A lot of the points have ended in a very similar vein. And another really good rally this. Almost want that definitive end to it. He's trying to get out the way. He wants to hit this. Not sure what either player can do on that situation. No, Wazir Ali, you just want to hammer that forehand. Also, you don't want to really take out your opponent with a smash from that close a distance. Let's leave with an unforced error. And Wazir Ali still in this. That's good back-to-back points for the Indian. Fist pump from him, identifying the situation on hand. What a pickup that is from Ravindu Luxury. And Wazir Ali cannot believe it. Drops his racket in disbelief. I think the point will go to Luxury here because he picks up the point. The drop shot was exquisite. And trying to go through the back of Luxury. No joy there. And Wazir Ali still having a lengthy chat with the official. He's not going to get the point. Luxury just wants to get on with it. He's a couple of points away from taking the first game of the second semi-final. Again, how much can Ravindu Luxury do in terms of getting out the way after that outrageous pickup? That's the question that the official had to answer. I'm glad I don't have to do calls. Tight ones, really split-second decisions. A lot of these first game has gone a similar vein with both players have collided against each other, and on that occasion pulls a point back. Similar movements. Sign of anticipation, isn't it? It's a big point there for the Indian. Keeps the pressure on the Sri Lankan here. This is great stuff here from Wazir Ali. Teenager playing with fearless response. Great drop shot there, trying to get there through the tight corners. It's another massive point. And Wazir Ali comes storming back into this contest. 3 points on the trot. It's with 9-all in the second semi-final. What a start to the first game this has been. Oh, it's an unforced error and it's 4 in a row. And how about this from Ayan Wazir Ali? He's a point away from a remarkable turnaround here in this first game. He has got game point. Can he capitalize? Ravindu Luxury just losing his way. Patience, it's an unforced error of the backhand. And Wazir Ali loses a massive opportunity to try and pick up the first game. Change of direction. Better pick up that. Smashes that forehand. Nothing to separate the two semi-finalists here after the enthralling first game. Brilliant drop shot there from Wazir Ali. And was that with power? It's brilliant pick up the attempt there from Wazir Ali. Don't think he's going to get the rub of the green with the decision. And what about this for a turnaround this time from Ravindo Luxury? Hammers that forehand. Great flick on it. Not getting there. Game point for the number one seed. Game point itself. Turn things around with back-to-back points. Oh, the drop shot is a thing of beauty. Ravindo Luxury, stop that. That is some way to clinch the first game in outrageous fashion. And Wazir Ali had the opportunity with game point, was squandered as Ravindo Luxury with 3 points on the trot takes the first game 12-10. We take you through some of the incredible highlights of the first game, going well the distance, and Wazir Ali showing great mental character to come back from 7-9 down. 3 points in a row meant that he was serving for the first game, but Ravindo Luxury went on an incredible run, followed by the most incredible of shots to wrap up the first game. There's something that Wazir Ali will be trying to avoid at pre-match. Try and win that first game, not allow the number one seed to wrap up the first. He'll be very encouraged with the effort that he's put. He came dangerously close to winning that first game. It was a highly physical affair as both players kept crashing into each other, reading each other's movements, giving very little on the court. In the end, a moment of class from Ravindo Luxury, carrying the Sri Lankan flag on the PSA Challenger Tour. And a player that I've had the pleasure of commentating on multiple games. Some of his defensive work. Best you'll see on these kind of tours here, especially in India. And Wazir Ali has found out firsthand the task on hand. Now it's critical for the Indian to try and respond here. Big second game coming up in the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. As early as this, almost feels like it is a must-win game for and Wazir Ali. He wants the number one seed to have a 2-0 lead. Abdullah Hafiz awaits the winner of the semi-finals. The Egyptian gets the job done against Suraj Chanda's Ayan on that occasion, completely flat-footed with that backhand flick of Ravindo Luxury. When he's in full flow, he's such a difficult player to stop. We'll be seeing from India that the full force of Ravindo Luxury in the quarterfinals. And it was no match for the Sri Lankan on that occasion. Just took very quick time to dispatch Purvi Singh. Luxury just keeps finding those angles in from him. Outstanding there from Wazir Ali though. Stayed in the point. Great return right at the boots. forehand. And he's looking to play on the front foot here, and he's forced the error. Early advantage has been wiped clear. 2-2. Two players colliding on that occasion. Luxury gets the worst of it. It's on the knee. Mazurali shows concern. As he gets back onto his feet. Thankfully, he can't bend that knee. These kind of collisions can be innocuous, but can prove to have a bit of danger attached to him, considering the speed at which the players are coming, the velocity, the sheer contact. Big pick up there from Luxury. You need to test out that knee though, as really does very well with the drop shot. Great attempt there with the drop shot. It's a big point there for Ayan Mazrali. He identifies that situation. It's 4 in a row. Teenager playing fearless squash. Hammers that forehand, comes back with interest, and he nails that forehand. Straight down the line. Brilliant stuff. And a completely different Ayan Mazrali in the second game here. He's playing with full confidence, extreme belief. He knows he's up against it, against the number one seed. And dropped the first game. Looking that fearlessness on the court here. Drop shot here, very precise. Keep dropping it. It's brilliant with the forehand winner there from Ayan Mazrali. A terrific winner. Seems to have understood the patterns that Ravinder Luxury is using on the court. He's getting to it just a touch quicker. Forced and was hurried there on that occasion. Good response there from Luxury. Puts a point back. Terrific, brilliant stuff. This. So identifying the situation that he finds himself is as Ayan's backhand crashes into the board. Actually within 2. Unforced error there of the racket of Ravinder Luxury, who looks quite puzzled. Not really sure as to why the point couldn't be carried on. It was really on that occasion. And played some brilliant shots. He has a 3-point lead here in the response and dropped the first game. Brilliant drop shot there from Ravinder Luxury. Almost telegraphed that. Really did well to get there, but not enough. Flip that over the 10 as Luxury serves at 5-7. There was a chance there with the backhand. It's just over the 10, was it? I think it just might have clipped the 10, and it has. Unforced error there of the racket of Ayan Mazrali at a crucial moment. Now within 1. Hammered that forehand, stood his ground. Face off, which is well defended by Luxury. Oh, outrageous backhand pick up there. My goodness me, look at that. I was not exaggerating. I was talking about the defense of Ravindo Luxury, but Ayan Vazirali keeps the pressure on. Brilliant point there for the Indian. Clutch point considering the outrageous defensive work on display there from the Sri Lankan number one seed. And 3 points away, leveling things. He had an opportunity in the first game. He had 2 points. It was Ravindo who kept his composure. A brilliant rally. Very good pick up there from Wazir Ali, but he can't cope with that boast attempt. Beautifully done. Uses the side wall to his advantage. Takes the pace off. Quick change of direction there with the boast. 7-8 for Ravindo Luxury. Great drop shot there. I think the point will be given to Ayan Wazir Ali. Drop shot well enough. Ravindo trying to get around the Indian on that occasion. Yeah, Ayan Wazir Ali finds himself in the lead here. Be a big learning curve for the teenager. Valuable, crucial minutes up against a player of the caliber of the number one seed. Oh, unforced error there from Ayan on that occasion. Once again, just leaves the door ajar for the Sri Lankan. It's all the invitation he needs. Great change of direction there with the backhand. It's so precise. And he hammers that. Brilliant stuff this from Ravindo Luxury. Under pressure, he just pulls out some of the most outrageous shots. Down 9-7, level at 9 all. This is deja vu here for Ayan Wazir Ali. Oh, there was a chance there with the backhand. He was right towards it. It was an unnecessary, unforced error. Window Luxury had time and space, but Ayan Wazir Ali, who was in the similar position, the exact same position in the first game, 10-9 up, serving for the game, and he closed it out this time. Oh, that's a big point there for Ravindo Luxury. I cannot believe it has happened again for the Indian. When he looks back
And
into
now,
this
then now
contest, it will be
by
what
2
if.
points.
9 on both occasions. Squandered in the first game. Ravindo takes this to deuce. Great change of direction. That's two in a row. Brilliant backhand there from Ravindo Luxury. Not happy with Ayan Wazir Ali's reaction there. Might have been a push. Ravindo's not happy. He secured the point. Back-to-back points for Ravindo Luxury. Now has 3 points himself. He's just gone and done it again. Ravindo Luxury has repeated his heroics. Terrific stuff from the number one seed, Ayan Wazir Ali, with game points in both games. Has squandered it. Ravindo Luxury winning 3 points on the trot. Repeat what he did in the first. 10-12. 10-12 as Ayan Wazir Ali finds himself in a precarious position up against the number one seed. Oh, this is what if for Ayan Wazir Ali. What if he could have closed out either one of those games? He's dropped both, and it's the number one seed who is a game away from booking his spot in the final against Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt. Ravinder Lakshya put through the ringer in a couple of games. A game away from booking his spot in the finals. And Wazirali does have the blueprint, though. Make no mistake about this. He might be 2-0 down in both games. He had an opportunity to win the match. Squandered two critical game points. Both games and then found himself in this situation. I will have to showcase everything in his locker mentally and find his way to book an unlikely spot in the final against Abdullah Hafiz.
Just like one love.
Joseph Ali has not been happy with some of the calls that he has received, that he might have been at the short end of the stick. Clever backhand there from Luxury. Just keeps it on the backhand and he rips that backhand to winner. Goes cross court on that occasion. Good start again here from Ayan Wazir Ali. Brilliant drop shot. Great reception there. It's outstanding. Luxury gets fortunate on that occasion and Ayan's movement slightly into Ravinder
Just wait.
Luxury on that
Two
occasion.
love.
Both players claiming the point. It's been a fiery affair between Indian and the Sri Lankan here. Neither one of them building an inch on the court. And with just about the perfect start here in response in this must-win game. Hasn't been a favorable day for the Indian contingent. The HCL's PSA starting the tour. Rohit Chand and Tanvi Khanna both getting knocked out. It's another lovely drop shot there from Indo Luxury. Gets there with ample time. That is the backhand.
Where's the line, boss? You know the line is to the left. And out one.
Typical from Ayan Wazir Ali's point of view that he keeps his wits about this, keeps his composure. Arguments with the ref will not get too far for him. Romundo seems to be getting a favorable calls here, the number one seed. So really just making sure that he it's a fair crack. It's a nice looking drop shot there from and Wazir but not having too much on it. So Window Luxury comes storming back, three in a row. Again, from and Wazir point of view, found himself in leads, not being able to capitalize, not being able to close out those situations, and that's where champions are made. And Wazir was backpedaling, and he backpedals right into the Window Luxury. Oh, what a brilliant pickup there from Wazir Ali. Somehow keeps his point alive. He's on the back foot there. He can't keep that over the 10. It's Ravindo with five in a row. Storms back into this third. He wants to wrap this up in straight games here. And Wazir Ali finding himself in a problematic position. Started off really brightly. A 3-0 lead. That's a different game now. With the post is brilliant. Backhand is drilled. Outstanding recovery there.
What is this? What is this? You're a joke. Conduct stroke. Originally 6-3.
Man, Wazir Ali is not going to like the call, but he has to move on with it. It's 6-3. It's six in a row for Ravindo Luxury. He has lost his way, and it's critical that he finds his path again. And every point has been contentious. Such has been the tightness of the situation. Very little to separate these two athletes. In both games, it's an unforced error of the backhand of Ayan Wazir Ali. And the Luxury making his way closer and closer to a spot in the final where Abdullah Hafiz awaits. By the looks of it, it's going to be Sri Lanka versus Egypt. And it's going to be Malaysia versus Egypt in the women's final as well. So this has been an incredible contest. Indian resistance rests on the shoulders of Ayan Wazir Ali. He's just starting to run out of steam here. It was 9 in a row for Ravindo Luxury. And finally breaking that streak. And mentality plays such a crucial role, doesn't it, in top level squash. And has had a similar reaction to most of the points. Hands on hips in disbelief. Now the calls. There was a nothing backhand really from Ayan Wazir Ali as Ravindo Luxury is got 6 match points. And it's an unforced error to clean it off. And it is Ravindo Luxury who books his spot in the final, the number 1 seed. Does it in straight games. He was stretched to the limit in the opening 2, where Ayan Wazir Ali had 2 glorious opportunities in both games. But it was Ravindo Luxury who just kept his composure, kept his calmness on the court, and delivers an excellent performance in the semi-finals. The Indian resistance has been broken with Suraj Chand, Tanvi Khanna, and Ayan Wazir Ali all being knocked out. It's going to be Egypt versus Sri Lanka in the men's semi-finals tomorrow, with Abdullah Hafiz taking on the number 1 seed Ravindo Luxury. And in the women's semi-finals, we've got Sevetra Kumar from Malaysia who's booked her spot in the finals, as she will wait and watch along in the all-Egyptian women's semi-final, which is the main event of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. It is Malak Fatih taking on Mena Waleed Nek. Enjoy the highlights of this incredible semi-finalist. We might just have time for the post-match interview with Ravindo Luxury waiting at the sidelines. And after that, it'll be time for the main event, the All Egyptians Women's Semi-Final clash at the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026 here in Delhi.
Ravindu Luxury is now into the finals of the HCL Squash Indian Tour here in Delhi. Ravindu, that must really feel good. A dominant 3 games to love victory against Ayan.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my performance today. I managed to win 3 love today. I think I do my best in today. Yeah.
Have a talk about Ayan as well because he's a different opponent than anyone else. He plays a bit of an attacking style of play. So your thoughts on his gameplay first of all?
Yeah, he's a very tricky player. He hit some good shots, and I managed to confuse him up and down and cross court length and balls drop. Every shot I tried my best, and it's worked.
In the first game, it was a tough one. 13-11 is what the score was. Even in the second one, it was very close till the end. So how do you manage to have the strength to win such close games?
Yeah, first and second set he was leading in game ball, 2 game balls. I'm a very calm player because I try to move him back, front, and confused him. Somehow I managed to win.
Finals against Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt. You've had a look at his game as well in the previous semi-finals. Your thoughts on his gameplay?
Yeah, I think he's a very good player. I never play with him. Let's see him tomorrow.
How has the experience been for you here in Delhi and in India especially as well?
Yeah, it's a new experience from here because I'm staying in the university. My new experience. Yeah, organizing and everything is very well. Thanks for HCL and everything. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ravindu, and all the best for tomorrow's finals as well.
Thank you so much.
Well, Ravindu Luxury very gracious in victory as he books a spot in the finals tomorrow against Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt. It's Egypt versus Sri Lanka in the men's final of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour here in Delhi. And now it's time for the main event of this evening. The HCL PSA Challenger Tour in partnership with Squash Rackets Federation of India with support from the Sports Authority of India and the Ministry of Youth Affairs. And our huge thanks to our partners, ABTP Facility for Physical Excellence by Abhinav Bindra, Dunlop Flying, UP Squash Rackets Association of India, and our venue partner, Shiv Nadar to be University. And it's now time for the main event. It's the women's semi-final in the all-Egyptian affair between Malak Fatih and Mena Walid. And this has all the makings of an absolute classic here. Both players from Egypt would have faced each other on numerous occasions. That one just kept a touch low on that occasion. Early point. It's all about trying to keep your composure in the early stages. Things will get frantic, expecting this one to possibly go the distance considering how brilliant these two are on the court when they're at full force. Brilliant forehand winner there. Well, too much distance on it. Right towards the corner. Very good start this. Indian plays again some very good points in the early stages. A very good start. Quick points on offer. Malak Fatih to serve it 2-1. Brilliant use of the boost on that occasion. Just hurries down on Mena Walid on that occasion. Well, Mena Walid came from the absolute dead in the quarterfinals. She was 2-0 down against her countrywoman Fatima Zodi from Egypt. She was down 11-7, 11-7 and then showcased some of the most remarkable squash in the next 3 games. She will need every bit of that if she's to beat Malak Fatih. Got the job done in straight games against Lojan Gori. All Egyptian affair yesterday and continues the same. A country with fantastic culture in squash. Is emerging, looking very competent even in big tournaments. Surprising opponents. We saw with Abdullah Hafiz coming out of nowhere, the 21-year-old to play the final tomorrow against the number 1 seed Ravindu Luxury, taking on all comers. And now Walid though, the early stages. Finds herself under the pump. Nice slice there from Walid. Keeps the point alive. Fatih though. Brilliant turn of the direction there. That is a magnificent backhand. A touch of the highest order there from Malak Fatih. Clever around the corner. Even catching someone who's got very good defense as Mena Walid by surprise. Perfect start here for Malak Fatih though. 6-1. Stretched on that occasion. Does very well. Goes straight down the middle. Hammers that backhand. Just losing her composure on that occasion. Just about the perfect start here for Malak Fatih. 7-1 for the Egyptian. And from Walid's point of view, she cannot afford Malak Fatih to just run away with this one. 2-0 down in our quarterfinal clash. Similar heroics as this is just a procession in this first game. And Walid has not found her timing, rhythm. Looks lost on the court on this occasion, and it's been one-way traffic here. Pretty much surrendered the first game, and it is in strange fashion that Malak Fatih has taken the first game 11-1. This was a real surprise there. And Walid, she lost her way halfway through that first game, and from there Malak Fatih just remained very professional, got the job done in terrific fashion. 11-1 for the Egyptian, looking cool and composed there on the sidelines. And Walid on the other occasion though, she needs to respond and needs to respond well. The point that she got was of such high quality, but from there on forward, there was only one player in the match. Malak Fatih, the 11-1 victory in real quick time.
Play will resume in 60 seconds.
Walid needs to recalibrate here. First, she just away on multiple occasions. Set herself back. She put that heroics in the quarterfinals. Do it again here. It's 1-0 for Malak Fatih. Malak Fatih just needs to play. Same brand of squash there. It's brilliant for Mena Walid. She's fully capable. We know that. You've seen her on the court. She's an outstanding player. Should not surprise you when she puts out shots like that. Blocker. Little game. Getting into each other's way there, but Fatih yielding position. Picks up her first point. No, cover off the ball. Powered up in the right shoulder of Walid. Fatih using a lot more finesse on that occasion. Beautifully done there from Fatih. Back-to-back points. 2-1 there from Fatih. Egyptian confirmed in the men's final. An Egyptian will be confirmed in the women's final too. They're making it a regular occurrence. The country use some incredible squash players. Players like Mena Walid on the circuit, but players that come out of the blue to surprise in these PSA challenge tours. keeping close attention to them. That is magnificent from Mena Walid. I do not speak the language, but I know what she said. She said much better, just like that. But it's immediately answered by Malak Fatih. Quick backhand, great post attempt there from Malak Fatih. Two incredible shots to win her points. And she continues to punish with power. She's got power in abundance, power in reserve. This is where Malak will have to use counter-attack, use Mena Walid's power against her, and fashion angles. Malak Fatih on that occasion at full stretch just slices that backhand, crashes into the board. Much better this than Mena Walid now. Identify absolutely love on the scoreboard. Oh, what a get that is. Quick rally, these two are hammer and tongs here. Wow, this is just the edge of this. Was also a magnificent drop shot to end an incredible point. Mena Walid keeping the point alive, and this shot is a thing of beauty. It's got Malak Fatih full stretch. That is a psychologically boosting point. Very admirable attempt there from Malak Fatih. Walid have to serve it again. This is much more like it. Walid just surrendered at some point, deciding to preserve her and that not happening in the first game, needed a bit of a shock to the system, but she has come out firing on all cylinders here in the second. It shows you how much of a mental game squash is. Such a high level, the shots, even the lighter needed. All about converting that mental composure on the court. The chance there is now Malak Fatih firing back. We need to win that point. Long point as well. Great rally this. These two fierce competitors. Wow, this has been a cracking semi-final. Watch. Forced error there. Might turn out to be costly as Mena Walid now has a 2-point lead. Back to typical Mena Walid fashion there. Oh, it's a very fine backhand there. It's right into the corner. Mena Walid has enough purchase on it. Scrapes against the wall. That was the quality of the shot that was needed, really. On display. Brilliant effort. Point will be replayed at 6-7. Still has the advantage. Smashes that. Power on display there from Malak Fatih. That was like a rallying cry. Oh, what a change of direction. Perfect point. Oh, that's another collision there. Mena Walid and Malak Fatih 7 apiece. And now the 2 seed got a nose in front here. And the Olympic for the first point was played. Oh, so being totally outplayed in the first game. A lovely drop shot again there. Number 7 seed comes firing back. Not played. And there's been a massive seeding gap here. 8 apiece now. What a back. They're hitting it with power, and this time it's finesse again. The lovely slice. As Malak Fatih is now 2 points away from a 2-0 lead in the semi-final up against the number 2 seed. Number 7 seed, it's an unforced error. Two seed, great smash there on the forehand, right in the corner. Absolutely critical. And a slide there, but not enough on it. At full stretch there, Malak Fatih from deep in the court turns that forehand, and now she's got game point. From Menna lead here. Under pressure. Oh, there's a chance there. She's made the movement into Malak Fatih, and that is the point that gives Malak Fatih the number 7 seed. A 2-0 lead in the semi-final here. Absolutely incredible. She has held Menna lead to 10 points in 2 games. Malak Fatih, eye of the tiger there. She is laser focused. She is a game away from meeting Sevitra Kumar in the finals tomorrow. Well, Menna just showcased some quality shots in the second game, but ultimately the big points going Malak Fatih's way. Well, this is where the number 2 seed's mental resilience will be tested. Menna Walid, 2-0 down in her quarter-final clash, showed tremendous resilience to find her way into the semi-finals here against Malak Fatih, and now needs to deliver 3 games of the highest order in order to reach the finals.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds.
Much scenario here for Menna Walid. Fatih, the game away, winning her spot in the finals here. Absolutely on point throughout the tournament, having to dig deep on multiple occasions. That was brilliant stuff there from Malak Fatih. She is in the zone here. She senses victory. She is within touching distance. Asking too much there. It's a sitter for Malak Fatih. She says, let's go. She identifies that she's on the ascendancy here. Malak Fati in the zone. Mena Walid under the pump. Yeah, it's a brilliant drop shot. Mena Walid, a rallying cry of her own. Ready to see the number one seed, Tanvi Khanna being knocked out. The number two seed is on the brink here. Oh, real intensity on the court. This is primal stuff. These athletes just battling it out here, not giving an inch on the court. It is electrifying stuff. This Mena Walid now showcasing why she is the number two seed. Power of power. Walid shots has just been exhilarating to watch. She is hitting that ball. Means business with every smash. Cannot go into a hitting contest here. Needs to use that finesse that has worked so well for her. Force those unforced errors, knowing that Mena Walid is trying to use her power to her advantage. There's a good throw, though. Oh, it's a brilliant end. Again, finds the corner. This is the game where Mena Walid just and shows her class. And she has the pick of the choice here for the shot. She deals with it with ease here. Mena Walid now finding her rhythm. When she's in full clip, just not position to stop. It's an unforced terror. Leaves the door open for Malak Fati. Fati will not want to drag this semi-final any longer. She'll want to wrap this up in straight games here. Easier said than done considering the quality of the opposition. Fantastic movement. She's moved away from it. Fati will feel that she's slightly unfortunate on that occasion, but it is a point for Mena Walid. Following the law. Oh, brilliant drop shot there. Again, Malak Fati might have just made the movement. And he gets the rub of the green on that occasion. 5-7. Another 7 seed. Really powerful squash on display here. Oh, it's an unforced error there of the Walid forehand. Malak Fati identifying the importance of the point, keeping her composure. Now within one. Shen hammers that forehand. Yes, she will get the point. He looks around in disbelief on that occasion. Mena Walid getting a crucial exchange. Not to proceed. 3 points away. Winning the game back. Very late. Forehand right into the corner. That is a high quality forehand there from the number 7 seed. Malak Fati on that occasion pulls out a big forehand. Then one again. Massive practice. Absolutely critical. So Walid will look to just get a bit of momentum. Oh, unforced error with the forehand just gives it away. And Walid getting exactly what she was looking for here. Serving at 9-7. Points for Mena Walid with a 3-game point advantage here to pull a game back. Expect epic proportions if Mena is to complete this one. Happy with the point. This game is right on the edge. Players, they're absolute all. Two games. She misses another regulation forehand. Her reaction tells the story here. Disbelief from the number 2 seed. 3-game points. Now comes just 1-game point for Mena. So closes on at full. She keeps her in play. Incredible, but Malak Fatih with another clutch point. Mena Walid showcases her elasticity on the court. Look at this for a full split. Oh my word. And the fact that she nearly got there for the return is just sensational athleticism. 11 at 10 all. Malak Fatih comes roaring back. Simply incredible point that. Trying to catch your breath. Malak Fatih serving playing more towards her level there. She plays a very cultured shot right towards the wall. Point will be replayed though. Take 3 at 10-10. Absolutely. On the court. The forehand. Mena's defense has been There's a tight call. That is a very tight call. Mena was in front of the play. It's taken 4 at 10-10. Goodness me. Dealing in it. Composure here. This game has gone way into overtime. Oh, unforced error of the forehand there. It's Mena Walid who's got game point. The number 2 seed within a point. I've seen her before in this situation where she had an opportunity to close it out. I expect Mena Walid to have the most largest rally calls. Close to one out. Really powerful. The forehand. Mena Walid making too much of a movement there and squanders another game point opportunity. Can you believe it? The pendulum swings again. 11 all. Oh, the movement there from Mena Walid. On the app. Oh, these are really tight calls there from the official. Judgment calls at the very least. Return. Oh, she decided to play that very late. It's a costly mistake there from Mena Walid. It's thin air and it's Malak Fatih who has got match point. One of the first 2 games fashion, but the third has been brilliant. What a way that is from Mena Walid to keep it alive. Terrific winner there to keep it at 12-12. Saves 1 match point. He's got everything. Slice there on the stretch. Mena Walid keeps the pressure going. He's dragged it to the bitter end. Response in the third game is full strength, great pickup. Absolutely brilliant. 100% effort on the squash court. In the half volley, Walid has made the movement. He has. Malak Fatih has got yet another match point. Incredible scenes here. Malak Fatih, can she close it out second time around? Caught in the final awaits. Point alive, and the forehand is good. It's right in the corner, and the upset is complete in straight games. Malak Fatih, your finalist of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026. She upsets the number 2 seed Mena Walid in straight games. Congratulations, Malak Fatih. That was an incredible performance. 11-1, 11-9, 14-12 to take it in straight games. What an incredible day to wind off the semi-finals here at the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. You're looking at one of the finalists of the women's finals tomorrow, the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. Malak Fatih, the number 7 seed, will take on Savitra Kumar tomorrow in the women's final from Malaysia. Mena Walid's tournament comes to an end in the semi-final. It's been a day of upsets as the number 1 seed in Tanvi Khanna and the number 2 seed have been knocked out. Congratulations to your winner, your finalist, Malak Fatih. We'll see her in the finals tomorrow. Well, semi-final action in the books, and then there were 2 games, 2 finals tomorrow to determine who will take the crown in the Denny leg of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. In the men's final tomorrow, we've got Abdullah Hafiz taking on Ravindo Luxury. It's Egypt versus the number 1 seed from Sri Lanka. And in the women's final, we will see Malak Fatih, who was outstanding against Mena Walid, take on Savitra Kumar from Malaysia. 1 representative from Egypt in the final in the men's and the women's. Such has been their dominance in these tours. They have been a fantastic representation to the sport. Magnificent production line of high quality talents. As we saw the number 7 seed Malak Fatih put on a real clinic up against the number 2 seed, who was not in her game in the opening 2 games, but in the third showcased her quality, had a couple of opportunities with game points. That was squandered. But Malak Fatih, with her second opportunity with match point, closed it out. And now we'll play the finals of the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour. What an unbelievable day of squash this has been. It's been a real pleasure calling these games out. And we are left with 2 finals here to see who will be crowned champions in the men's and the women's division. Malak Fatih keeping her composure in the crucial moments up against the number 2 seed and closing it out in sensational fashion. She played some outstanding squash, kept her composure towards the end, and made sure she was well on top and did not surrender the opportunity when the opportunity did present itself. This was one of the best defensive shots you'll see all tournament long from Mena Walid, at full split, at full stretch, keeping the point alive, showcasing her commitment to the cause. Mena Walid's fighting spirit cannot be questioned, as she kept it alive, kept the pressure on Malak Fatih throughout. Right towards the end, 2 outstanding shots from Malak Fatih, doing just enough to get her over the line and in straight games, which makes it even more impressive. Well, Malak Fatih will enjoy this. She does get the time for the recovery to have a look at this game once again as she prepares for the final against Savitra Kumar from Malaysia, who dispatched the number 1 seed in 4 games. This one in straight games, with Mena Walid, the latest casualty from an excellent Malak Fatih performance. It was physical, it was intense, it was filled with power and finesse. It was one of the semi-finals of this afternoon here. We've seen 4 excellent games, and now we're left with 2 finals tomorrow. In the men's category, we've got Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt taking on Ravindo Luxury, the number 1 seed from Sri Lanka. And in the women's final, we have Savitra Kumar from Malaysia taking on Malak Fatih, the number 7 seed from Egypt. Well, that's that from me, Suraj, your commentator, who's had an absolute pleasure calling these games. And I'll see you guys for the finals tomorrow. But do stay tuned as we have the semi-finalists, and now finalist Malak Fatih, in the sidelines with my colleague Vansh Chawla for her post-match interview. But I'll see you guys for the finals tomorrow in the HCL Squash PSA Challenger Tour 2026 as the action winds down here at the Shiv Nadar deemed to be University in Delhi. We'll see you guys. Stay safe, but do stay tuned for the post-match interview.
Well, I've got Malak Fatih here with me. She proceeds into the finals of this HCL Squash Indian Tour here in Delhi. Malak, you would be very proud of your performance today.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my performance. I think I played good squash and I was solid till the end.
Mena is higher ranked than you. Was that an added pressure before the game? What was going on in your mind previously?
Well, I just lost to her about a month ago in Egypt, so I was trying to do less mistakes and learn from the previous match, and I think I did that pretty well.
Talking about consistency, you've been very consistent in PSA Challenger events this year as well, and now even on this tour, you've won 4 games straight. So what is the kind of strength that gives you the mental strength, basically, and of course the consistency? What is the reason behind that consistency, according to you?
Well, I'm trying as best as I can to stay consistent this season and play better squash than I did last season and prepare for my matches as good as I can.
You're playing Savitra Kumar tomorrow from Malaysia. Have you had a chance to look at her game a bit, or like is it a surprise for you tomorrow, basically?
No, I'm gonna go home and watch her match, of course, and talk with my coach and see what game plan he's gonna give me, and hope to do it well.
All the best for tomorrow and congratulations on your victory today.
Thank you.
Well, that was Malak Fatih here with me. Today was an exciting day here at the HCL Squash Indian Tour. We had some extraordinary matches. We had 4 semi-finals. Abdullah Hafiz took on Suraj Chand, which was won by Abdullah Hafiz from Egypt, 3 games to 2. Then at 12:45, seeded number 1 in the women's category, we had Tanvi Khanna face Savitra Kumar, with Savitra Kumar from Malaysia dominating that one, 3 games to 1 as well. Then the second of the men's semi-finals, Ayan Wazir Ali took on Ravindo Luxury. Ravindo Luxury winning 3 games to love against Ayan as well. Then the last of the semi-finals today, Malak Fatih took on Mena Walid as well, which Malak Fatih of course dominated 3 games to love as well. This prestigious tournament is hosted in partnership with the Squash Rackets Federation of India, with support from the Sports Authority of India and the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our partners, the ABTP facility for physical excellence by Abhinav Bindra, Dunlop Flying, UPSRA, and of course the venue partners, Shiv Nadar deemed to be University. You can watch all the action of the finals live tomorrow starting at 12 noon. Tomorrow, you can watch it live on the HCL Enterprise and Squash India's YouTube channel. But for today, what an extraordinary day 4 we had here in Delhi. This is your presenter, Vansh Chawla, signing off. See you tomorrow.